Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a review here. This time we have the 85 storyline Waldschmidt. So I decided to get this card because he's an attacker and he actually looks quite good on stats. On paper he's 4-star, 4-star, 5'11", high medium, left footed, 87 pace, 87 shooting, 82 passing, 84 dribbling and 73 physical. So on paper looks like quite a good card for a free card. But I'll speak more about that after. Thanks for all the support recently. I got 300 subs, even though I have been a bit inconsistent recently because of work and that, but I still thank you all so much for subscribing. I do appreciate you guys a lot. If you keep enjoying the videos, I will keep putting them out. But I've got nothing more to say, so I hope you enjoyed the clips, and I'll see you after the positives and negatives. Peace. In the end with Waldschmidt, I ended up in FUT champs from a super sub at half time, going 7 goals in 7 games with 1 assist, which was a very good record. He also played some friendlies where he got quite a lot of his goals, but off the bench, that is very good for an impact sub, should we say. But first, the positives, I'm going to kick off the 4-star, 4-star. Now, this always very good. Would be nice to have the 5-star skills, but 4-star, 4-star still good enough, and still really nice for a free card, shall we say. So that is a really good stat to have about him. Next up for me is his pace. Now, you do need to boost the sprint speed, but the pace overall generally is actually like quite good. He'd outpace the likes of, like, I think he outpaced that Boateng the 90 quite easily. One time I was quite shocked about that because he's actually like not the slowest. But yeah, good pace all around. Slow sprint speed at times, but with the boosted Hunter, which I recommend, it is still quite good. Next up for me is the attack positioning. Now, this was actually really good for him. It'll be 93 with the Hunter, so that's really, really good. Getting the right positions, like he'll be in and around the box, just waiting for you to pass in the ball. He would do some skills and then he would score. It was a really nice thing to do about him. Next up for me is his finishing. Now, his finish was actually really good. 86 base isn't the best for like an attacker, but it still was actually really good. Either feet as well, so that is a surprise for me, especially since it's a free card. I keep saying all about that, but like it's still shocking because like literally free card off the bench, so good. Next up for me, shot power. Shot power is very good. 94 with the +5. It's really, really good stats to have. Shot power on either foot can whack it really, really hard, so that is a very nice thing. Next up for me is the vision and the short pass. Now these two are really, really nice, especially for a striker. If you're playing striker, very good stats to have. They're not really going to be many passes placed wrong by him, but you wouldn't probably play him cam because of the long pass, and he'd probably be more suited to a striker, but you could necessarily play him cam if you wanted to. Next up for me is the curve. Now the curve is actually really nice about him. Either feet as well. He hasn't got the finesse shot rate to go with it, but the curve is still really, really nice. So you can finesse into the corner really nicely. So that's good about him. Last, or one of the last ones, shall we say, is the agility. Now, considering he's 5'11", I didn't expect him to be the most agile player ever, but his agility felt quite good on the ball, especially with the 4-star skills to combine them both. Really, really good stats. Really felt quite agile at times, so that was quite nice. Last for me is the 90 stamina. Now this is why I was saying you could possibly play him cam, but like, I would probably not recommend it. 90 stamina, really good stat to have, especially since he's going to play like 45th minute, and then maybe if you go to extra time he'll last a whole of extra time, so that's really nice about him. But that's all for the positives. Now let's get into the negatives. So on to the negatives about the card then. So I'm going to base this like on what I've played with him. First of all, I'm going to say his long pass. Now the long pass, this is why I recommend you not playing cam. It's actually quite bad. It feels actually worse than 70 sometimes, but sometimes you get, this is the problem, like you get really lucky sometimes with a triangle through ball and it will just go through no matter what. But 70, it is justified. Like it really isn't good at times, but sometimes it is somewhat usable. Next up for me is his reactions. Now, unfortunately, reactions is a little bit low. I would want about like 90 reactions. You don't really feel reactions that much, but it is there, and you will feel it at times, and it will let you down a couple of times. Next up for me is the ball control. Now, 83 ball control again isn't a bad stat, but again isn't a good stat, so it has to go down as a negative for me. His ball control at times was a little bit loose, especially when I played it quite hard at him. He would take a massive touch and he would actually lose me the ball and lose me the attack because of it. So that's a little bit annoying when you like try to press for a goal and he'll lose the ball. So that's a little bit frustrating, but overall not bad. Next up for me is the composure. Now this is a major like negative about the card. 80 composure will let him down a couple of times. The finishing felt actually quite good, even with the composure. It felt better than that 91 Rainers. The Rainers 91 felt so bad compared to this card. Like this card hands down better than that Rainer card. I'm not even joking. But 80 composure is a negative. He will miss a few chances because of that composure, but most of the time it will normally go in. Next up for me is the aerial ability. Now the aerial ability of the head accuracy and the jumping, not that good. The jumping's not that bad, but it's not amazing, especially since he's 5'11". It's not really going to be that like well rounded in the air, and you're not really going to stick him up in there to like try and contest like a Varane or Van Dijk, so it's just not going to happen. Last for me is actually the strength. Now the strength again doesn't feel good enough. Like most of the time now at this stage of FIFA, you're gonna have strong centre backs, strong full backs. People like Kleber maybe at full back, or like even like a Tab. I reckon Tab would outstrength him. Not the strongest, so don't even try unless you're in front of the man and you can hold L2. Other than that, it's just not gonna work. But that's generally all for the negatives. It's actually a really, really good card considering it is free. But I'll speak more about that after. So overall for Waldschmidt, I really enjoyed the card. Considering he is a free card, you can pick him up at level 15 very easily, with like literally no stress. You just get him by just playing the game. I think that's a very good card. The links aren't the best, so probably suitable for most people, but with the people that are cheaper teams, you might start for you if you can fit him in. But I highly recommend you picking him up either way, whether it's a star or a super sub, both really good. Overall, I'm going to give him an 8.7. I think that's fair enough. He's not like a meta card, but like he is still up there, and he will still score off the bench for you if you need him to. But I've got nothing more to say, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.